Hello folks, L.A. Little here today, and what I'm going to look at is Tesla. If you're not in Tesla, you really should be looking at it. It's on the verge of a major breakout, both on a weekly and a monthly. And if it's not in your portfolio, or at least it's not something you're trying to trade, I think you're missing a good opportunity here, and I want to go through the mechanics of why. So let's turn our attention to the charts. So I've got all the time frames up here. I don't have anything on the charts right now other than swing points. And what I want to do is show you the breakouts, right? There's one there. There's this one over here they're trying to break out, which happens to be the same thing as the monthly, right? And so if they're able to break this out, they're going to break it out on a monthly and they're going to break it out on a weekly. The last time that happened was way back in, I don't know, it's 2000, I don't know, early 2012 or something. And when they did, it was like $40, and that was before split adjustments. And it's a 10 to 1 if it's non-split adjusted. I think it's been split twice now, if I remember right. So anyway, the point is this went up a lot when that happened, and it's in play now to do the same thing. Now, the other side of this always is, what's your risk? And so if we look at that side of it, I can throw the retest regens up and I can see, that it's right at those areas. In other words, it broke over this on this bar and now it's coming back tested and now it's trying to regenerate higher. Over here, you haven't got over this one yet, but the one prior was tested and regenerated higher. And over here, same thing. So in other words, we don't have, like on some of these stocks, we don't have 30, 40, 50% to fall to even hit a support zone. The support zone is right here. I mean, it's close. I mean, it's not, it's not 2%, but it's not 50. It's not in any way stretched, right? The sectors themselves not stretched. If we go over here, we've got confirmed short term to 520. We've got confirmed intermediate term to 573 basically. We've got long term confirmed to 1307. Now I don't know how long it will take to get to this. There are some projections that we can make, some measurements that we can make that will give us an idea. And it's just a few months if you do that. And one of these days I'll share all that with you. But when I look at this chart, I can't see anything wrong with it. And so if you're not positioned in this, you really should be taking a look at it. It's done everything it's supposed to do, and it's trying to break out on multiple time frames. And when you break out on multiple time frames, you don't necessarily have to come back and retest. So in other words, a breakout here that breaks this may just continue to extend. That's the way this thing's set up. And so recognize that potential. It doesn't mean it will do it, but it's possible. And a stock like this definitely could do it. That's Tesla. That's why I'm bringing it to your attention. Have a great one. See you next time.